When the body of a 6-year-old girl was found unalive, wrapped in a tarp, and just cast on the side of the road like trash, this small Texas community didn't think that things could get worse. But little did they know they were in for a surprise. So, 6-year-old Alana, she just lived an average life. The community she lived in, the parents were more flexible. They let their kids kind of run free, play in the neighborhood. And so that's what Alana was doing one summer afternoon. Her parents saw her around 2:30 p.m. riding her purple scooter, just living her best life. But by 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., when she hadn't come home, they began to get worried. And they were worried, and they were worries were well founded. They called in at 9 p.m. to call her in as a missing child. But at 7 p.m., 2 hours earlier, Alana's unalived body was found wrapped in a tarp and just discarded on the street. When Alana's body was found, it was nude. Her hands and her ankles were tied by duct tape. She had layers of plastic bags overhead, and she had been essayed. They put the pieces together really quickly that this was her body. So they began talking to neighbors, the people who lived in the area, but there were no leads. No one saw anything nefarious around Alana that afternoon. And so the FBI was called in. And when the FBI was called in, they started canvassing the neighborhood, talking to all the neighbors, taking DNA samples, and they came across a 16-year-old boy named Tyler. And Tyler, he had a reputation kind of for not being the nicest kid in the neighborhood. And so they took his DNA and moved on with their search. So while they were processing the DNA, EMS got another emergency call in the middle of the night to this same address where Alana's memorial and the family's car had been set on fire. And they didn't know if it was the same perpetrator who had ended the life of Alana who was doing that, or if it was just some other sicko out there trying to make more mayhem and chaos for the grieving family. Well, eventually the DNA was processed and it came out that the 17-year-old neighbor, Tyler, had DNA found on her body. During the process where they tried to arrest him, she used a pew pew and aimed it and got the femoral artery of a police officer who was coming to arrest him. Luckily, the officer survived and he made a full recovery and went back to work. The fire was also shown to be caused by Tyler. So he was prosecuted as adult, got life without parole, but the kind of tragedy and heartache that the family must feel over losing the daughter, this precious 6-year-old girl, our hearts definitely go out to them.